I'm Savage Jim, and I'm going to describe how to take off a clutch from a Zenoah or Zenoah-style engine. This is the clutch right here. It is a 2-arm swinging clutch, and when you need to take them off for maintenance or replacement, there are several tools that you'll need. The tool that you'll need is a 4mm Allen hex key wrench. You'll definitely need a flywheel holder. This is a multi-tool that I got from Dave's Discount Motors. You'll need a Phillips screwdriver, and you'll need socket wrenches, a 14mm and an 11mm. Now, on to the description on how to take this off. Of course, with the engine dismounted, the first thing you need to do is take off the front shroud plate. You'll have to use your Phillips to take these 2 screws off over here. It's going to loosen these up real quickly here. And then you'll have to take your 4mm Allen wrench and undo these 4 screws here on the front shroud. I'm going to pause the video while I do this, and then I'll go over the next step, which is to install the flywheel holder. Okay, these are the 4 screws that you will have taken off. You'll have taken these Phillips plastic screws from these 2 holes. One over here and one over here. You'll have these 2 longer Allen bolts, which goes over here and over here. Don't forget that the longer bolts go over to the left and right side of the middle position. And then be sure to put your screws somewhere where they don't roll away. So bear with me here as I do that. I'm going to put these there temporarily. Now you'll also have these shorter ones that go on the bottom of the shroud right here. Let me show you just how short these are. Please do pay attention, because returning these bolts to their proper place makes a difference. So there's your shorter bolt and your longer bolt. The longer bolt goes here and here, shorter ones down here and here. Alright, once you got that off, once you got these 6 screws off, pull off the shroud just like this. Your kill switch button will still be attached, but that simply slides off, so just take your finger and push that off to the side over here, and this is your front shroud. And now we're going to install the flywheel holder. This is a multi-tool. It also functions as a clutch puller, which I will use later on, but for the moment we do need to use this as a flywheel holder. I'm going to pause the video while I get this set up to function as a flywheel holder. Okay, this is the flywheel holder set up and ready to go. All you really need are these lag bolts that go down here on these holes right here. You can take off the puller nut. These 2 side bolts, you could take them off here. You don't need them. And you could also pull off these black Allen screws right here. You don't need those either. All you got to do is just simply put this in. Thread it in with your fingers. You don't have to do anything fancy with them. You don't have to torque them down or anything. Just enough to where it holds your flywheel securely. Alright, here we go. I did put the puller bolt in so that I could twist that in and put that snug and tight against the flywheel. Now we could turn the engine around and get at the clutch. This is the clutch we want to remove right here. It's a socket wrench. Take your 14mm socket, set to loosen. Go ahead and hold your flywheel holder, because as you're loosening this, any torque that you put on will actually, it's actually already loose. That's pretty nice. That might have been the problem with the clutch to begin with here. So let's go ahead and loosen that. Loosen these 2 bolts right here on the clutch. Let me go ahead and get the rest of those out, and I'll continue with the video. Okay, these are ready to pull out. Be sure to pay attention, because there are washers behind on the other side of this clutch shoe swing and shoe assembly. So these, as you pull this off, these two washers will fall out. You hear that click? That's one of the washers falling out. And they both fell out right there. Here is the swinging shoe clutch assembly. And these are the two washers. Let me go ahead and get them out. That's one of them. I'm going to put this with the swinging shoe clutch assembly for right now so that I don't lose them. And same with this one right here too. Now, we have a nut here on the clutch base which is attached to the crankshaft. To get that, you will need your 11mm socket. Switch to that. This is where your flywheel holder will really need to be held down pretty hard, and you'll probably need a rubber mallet to tap on this to get it loose. So we'll have to break that nut loose off of the flywheel shaft which it's screwed into. Alright, applying force here, so I can do this with my hands, but if it's stubborn, you'll have to break it with a mallet. I personally prefer a flywheel holder. You don't have to use a flywheel holder. You can use a piston stop. Me personally, I like to use the flywheel holder because it protects the piston surface. It protects the piston crown. That's what I meant to say. This is the nut that goes into the flywheel. Don't lose this nut. You'll need it again. Now the next step is to pull this clutch base off of the flywheel. For this, we're going to take my multi-tool, which is functioning as a flywheel holder right now. I'm going to take it off and turn it around and set it up to act as a flywheel, as a clutch puller. So I'm going to pause the video again as I do that. Okay, with my multi-tool, my flywheel puller that I've taken off on the other side, I'm going to set this up for the clutch base removal. Keep the same screws that you had as a flywheel holder on the other side, because these are going to now go into these two screws, these two screw holes here of this clutch base. Go ahead and screw it down, finger tight it. You don't have to give it any additional force or torque wrench or anything like that. Just take it down to where the threads are up against the base right here. Now take this extractor nut, this extractor bolt right here, screw it into that hole right there. Keep on screwing it all the way down. You see it, it's going down. Keep on screwing it all the way down until you'll see that as you screw this down, it starts to pull the plate up. Keep on going and going. Notice that you have a hole here, so what you can do is you can take a screwdriver and twist and twist and twist. It doesn't take that much force. There it goes. I already feel it coming loose. Oh, look at that. Already pulled it up. Alright, nice. That took very little force. There it is. You've extracted the clutch base right there. Simply loosen that and loosen the two side bolts right here. And you have your crankshaft right there with the clutch already fully extracted. Nice thing about this is the clutch is now already disassembled and ready for inspection, and if you need to replace the swinging arm shoes, you may. But let me go ahead and pause the video while I get this off of my multi-tool. Alright, we have here the clutch in its disassembled state and removed from the crankshaft. You have the clutch base, the bolt that screws into the flywheel, the crankshaft, and the swinging shoe assembly. You could give everything a good cleaning, inspection, an upgrading, or whatever. And that there is how it's done. This is Savage Jim signing out.